What's up, guys? It is Brandon from the Two-Piece Mandem, and welcome back to another Premier League prediction, Week 16, ladies and gentlemen. Week 16. Arsenal played yesterday. Another couple of other teams played the day before. It was insane, man. Like, these players barely have any rest, and some interesting results happened over the past couple of days. We're going to get into them right now. Alright, so first game is Everton versus Chelsea at Goodison Park. Now, we're going to look at Everton's form recently. Now, for those that don't know, well, I'm assuming everyone knows because it's pretty much been in the news, Marco Silva has been sacked by Everton. Marco Silva is no longer the Everton manager, and I don't know who's going to take charge of that game. They're probably going to hire an interim manager, but I don't know his name at all. But this is good news because that means that the interim manager only has a certain amount of days to actually organise that team, and that's actually good for Chelsea. It's good for us because that means we can get that win. And Everton's last performance against Liverpool, there was poor defending, but Liverpool just outclassed them completely. And to sack him over that is a bit harsh because it is Liverpool and they haven't lost a game all season. And it's just sad. Now, Everton are now in the bottom three. Alright, Everton are now in the relegation zone, and bloody hell, they need all the freaking help they can bloody get, if I'm honest with you right now. But for Chelsea, we beat Aston Villa 2-1. Me watching the game, I feel as though we could have scored more, because I think we were on them just a little bit more. Tammy Abraham scored his goal against his previous club, which I'm actually happy about. I'm happy that he returned today. I think when we played Giroud and Pedro, the football and the tempo was just too slow. It just wasn't good enough. But when we brought back Tammy, I think we created more chances. He does more than score goals. He links up the play more. He's like a third option. He just gets into the box when needed, and he scores headers. We never had a striker that really scored headers that much, besides Didier Drogba and Diego Costa. So I think having Tammy in this Chelsea squad, we need him. We need Tammy Abraham in this freaking squad because he did bits for us. And Mason Mount's goal was absolutely amazing. Alright. See, this is why we need Tammy Abraham, because he actually chests that into the path of Mason Mount, and Mason Mount volleys it first time into the roof of the net. Alright. See how important Tammy Abraham is. He's so important to this Chelsea team. He offers so much. So when he got injured, I think it was the side of his body that got injured, side of his stomach that got injured when we played away against Valencia in the Champions League. I was absolutely gutted because I knew it would affect our performance. And I think that loss against West Ham was a massive wake-up call for us. I think it was a massive wake-up call for us. And we're going to head into Everton, I think, with full confidence as well. Villa actually did play pretty well as well. They had a few chances as well. Jack Grealish missed a volley. Trezeguet scored a goal. It was bundled in, it was luck, but at the end of the day, a goal's a goal. Their build-up play was actually really, really good, to be fair. It was a bit nervy at the end because they actually could have scored, and I was actually covering myself at the end. But overall, we got the win. So now, for this game, Everton have been playing well. Got them, manager's been sacked. We've been playing good. This game starts at 12:30. I'm going to say Everton 0, Chelsea 2. I reckon we'll get the win. And I reckon we'll keep a clean sheet at Goodison Park. Goodison Park is a hard place to play at, I know for sure. But I feel as though if we start the game with same players, same tempo to the game, fast tempo, I think we'll have Everton on the ropes. So it all comes down to us at the end of the day. And I hope Tammy's playing in that game as well. Alright, so Everton 0, Chelsea 2. Alright, next game. Bournemouth versus Liverpool at 3 o'clock. One of the 3 o'clock games. Alright, so Bournemouth in their last game lost 1-0 against a 10-men Crystal Palace team. They lost 1-0 against a 10-men Crystal Palace team. Mamadou Sakho being sent off. Now, for Bournemouth, I don't know. So your team's ass if you're losing it against Crystal Palace when they have 10 men, if I'm honest with you. Selhurst Park, don't get me wrong, Selhurst Park is like a hard place to play at. But let's just be honest, I thought Bournemouth would have at least taken advantage of that and at least would have got a result from that. They should have got the win from that. Let's just be honest, all right? Let's be completely honest, all right? Bournemouth should have got the win against Crystal Palace because Crystal Palace are literally 10 men down. You're telling me when the team's 10 men down, you can't capitalise that. I don't care how shit your players are. I don't care how crap your regime is. I don't care how shit of a manager you are. You should be able to capitalise that and use that to your advantage. It was early on in the game as well. It wasn't no second half then or freaking 80th minute player being sent off. Nah, this was early in the freaking game and Crystal Palace still won. So I'm shocked they're bloody doing a Liverpool, isn't it? Well, no, Liverpool's goalkeeper got sent off. But either way, Bournemouth, yeah. If you're losing against Crystal Palace, then I don't know who you. Liverpool clattered Everton 5-2, haven't lost a game all season. It was an amazing performance from Liverpool. Divock Origi, he ran the show. Sadio Mane ran the show. Shaqiri was on form. Passing was just immaculate. Like Liverpool were just kicking ass. Let's just be honest. Liverpool were honestly kicking ass, and it's theirs for the taking. It's honestly theirs for the taking. But at the end of the day, are Liverpool going to take it? All right. Are Liverpool going to take advantage of that opportunity? Right? Are they going to do it? Will Liverpool take advantage of the opportunity? We don't freaking know. It's theirs to lose at the end of the day. So for this one, it's going to be straightforward, isn't it? I'm going to say Bournemouth 1, Liverpool 0. Liverpool are playing at Bournemouth's ground. Got what it's called. Yes, again, I need to freaking research that. But at the end of the day, I think Liverpool caught them. I'm going to say 2 goals from Mane and a goal from Jordan Henderson. Oh, and for Bournemouth, probably a goal from Fraser or someone like that. They'll probably score, but it won't really mean shit. Alright, next game at 3 o'clock. Tottenham versus Burnley. Now, we saw Jose Mourinho lose his first game as Tottenham manager at Old Trafford against his previous club, Manchester United, who played absolutely amazing. They ran the show. I thought Tottenham would come to that ground and show them who's boss. I thought Mourinho would get his revenge on Tottenham and show them who is the freaking boss and tell them, this is what you get for sacking me, alright? This is what you get for firing my clock. But no, Marcus Rashford turns up, alright? Marcus Rashford, it looks like he's getting better day by day. His confidence is growing. In that game, he played absolutely amazing. His first goal, it was good technique, but I feel as though the Tottenham goalkeeper should have saved it. Second goal, obviously it was a penalty, but I think it was world class when he nutmegged Aurier or Sissoko. When he nutmegged them and he got himself into the box. And to be honest with you, it was a penalty, let's be honest. But it was just world class from Manchester United. From Tottenham's point of view, the defending wasn't amazing. I didn't see Dele Alli's goal. That actually was a very, very good goal when you look at it. The touch was actually beautiful. The touch from Dele Alli was beautiful. And to put it in that corner, was top left-hand corner against David De Gea. It was a freaking good goal. But to be honest with you, I don't really think it'll affect Tottenham that much. I feel as though they'll still have the same mentality. Jose will probably switch a few things because it's one of the big six. Let's just be honest, right? So I think Tottenham will win their next game. So for this one, I'm going to say Tottenham to Burnley 0. With Burnley, they lost 4-1 against Manchester City. Let's be honest, they were never going to win that game. So, you know, it is what it is. And Burnley are playing at Tottenham's ground. So yeah, I'm saying Tottenham 2, Burnley 0. Next game, Watford 1. No. Watford versus Crystal Palace. Watford, have they won a game this season? Yeah, maybe they have. Who the frick knows? I haven't even checked yet. So yeah, Watford versus Crystal Palace. Watford will probably lose that because their defence is shocking. Crystal Palace will probably claw them, if I'm honest with you, just because they have Wilfried Zaha. Yeah, I'm saying Crystal Palace win for that. Like, let's just be honest, there's no doubt about that. There's no point even going into it. Crystal Palace won their game. What was it? Crystal Palace won their game against who was it? Bournemouth, 10 men. Watford. Did Watford even win? No, they lost. Oh yeah, they lost against Leicester City 2-0. So yeah, no hope for them. So for this one, I'm going to say Watford 1, Crystal Palace 4. I think Crystal Palace will just ultimately just claw them. If I'm honest with you, Crystal Palace will absolutely murder Watford, and it's just as simple as that. So yeah, I don't really see Watford getting anything from that, to be honest with you. I think Crystal Palace will absolutely murder them. So yeah. Alright. Now this is one of the big games, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the big games on Saturday. The Manchester Derby, ladies and gentlemen. The Manchester Derby. Manchester City versus Manchester United at the Etihad Stadium at 5:30 on a Saturday. On a Saturday. This is practically tomorrow. It's tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. And Manchester City have been playing alright. They've dropped a few points and they've drawn a few games which they shouldn't have drawn. There are games where they should have won, and that's why Liverpool are so far ahead in the freaking league. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. Manchester City need to go on a winning streak, like a 16 winning streak right now, because they're just dropping points against they're dropping points against teams that they should be destroying. Let's just be honest with you. And yeah, for them to versus Manchester United, I think Manchester United have a real freaking Man United will be on ropes on this game. I don't see Man United really getting a result. I feel as though Man City will break them down. So like how they did against Burnley in the second half, they broke Burnley down and basically just finished them off. I think that's what's going to happen to Manchester United. I think it will happen in the first half. Second half, I think they'll just add on to it. But Manchester United, well, bloody hell, I don't really see them getting a result there. Let's just be honest. They got a result against Tottenham, but against Man City, nah, mate. Sorry, Ollie, but you're not getting a result there. So for this one, I'm going to say Manchester City 4, Manchester United 2. It's going to be one of those scruffy derby games. I remember last season, where Manchester United came back and beat Manchester City 3-2 at the Etihad Stadium. I remember that comeback, but I don't see Man United getting a result against this Manchester City team right now. So it's just as simple as that. Alright, next game. On a Sunday, alright, there are 3 games, 3 2 o'clock games on a Sunday. Alright, so Aston Villa versus Leicester City. Aston Villa, like I said before, they played alright. The defending wasn't amazing. They did make a few sloppy mistakes, but they slowly came back into the game. They slowly found their rhythm, slowly getting into the game. That's where they got their goal from Trezeguet. Against Leicester City, they're a different kind of fish, because Leicester City have just been winning. I think they've won 7 games in a row. They've just been on a roll right now. Brendan Rodgers' team are high in confidence. They've been playing absolutely amazing football. Jamie Vardy is having a freaking party, let's be honest. Jamie Vardy is having a party. He's banging in goals, and it's just ridiculous right now. Leicester City are literally kicking ass. And for Leicester City to come to Aston Villa at Villa Park, I don't see Villa getting a result at all. I'm being deadly serious. I don't see Aston Villa getting a single result at Leicester City. They'll be lucky if they get a draw. They'll be lucky if they get a point. Alright. They should celebrate, pop some champagne bottles if they get a flipping draw. Alright. So for this one, I'm going to say Aston Villa 1, Leicester City 3. Alright. Moving on to the next game. Alright. At 2 o'clock, Newcastle United versus Southampton. Now Newcastle beating Sheffield United. Ladies and gentlemen, Newcastle beating Sheffield United away at Bramall Lane. Do you know how difficult that is? Alright, I think Williams scoring the first goal for Newcastle, and then John Joe Shelby, the controversial offside from Andy Carroll's flick on, but VAR, I think, was it Steve Wilder, believed that John Joe Shelby was offside, but when they checked VAR, he said that he was onside. That's why all the players stopped, because everyone believed that he was offside. But John Joe Shelby put it into the back of the net, and it just said that he was onside. Threw on goal, couldn't miss, 1-on-1. So yeah, it's just as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. Newcastle actually did bits in that game. For Southampton, let's look now. Let's look at Southampton. What was their last result? Yeah, I think they got their home win against Norwich. I think 19th place Southampton got their win at home against Norwich, and who have also been playing like bollocks. Southampton, pretty much, if they get a result against Newcastle, then fair play, but I don't really see them getting a result at St James' Park. I think Newcastle overall have just technically better players. Southampton have to really rely on Danny Ings and Redmond to really get them into the game. I don't see Southampton getting a result at all. Let's be honest, especially away as well, because they just get carted away. So for this one, I'm going to say Newcastle 3, Southampton 0. Next game, Norwich versus Sheffield United, ladies and gentlemen. Norwich versus Sheffield United. Norwich losing against Southampton at the home away. No, Norwich losing against Southampton at the St Mary's Stadium, and then Sheffield United losing at home against Newcastle. I feel as though Sheffield United, they play good football. They like to play their own way. Defensively, they're organised. Last game, they just weren't. I think this game, they're more defensively organised. And I think they'll have a real go against Norwich at Carrow Road. I think Sheffield United are the favourites to win that game, and I think they'll get the win. I know Norwich have Pookie, Cantwell, but I just don't believe they'll be able to do it, if I'm honest with you. I just don't see Norwich getting a result. So for this one, I'm going to say Sheffield United 2, Norwich City 0. Alright, a game at 4:30 on a Sunday. Brighton versus Wolves. And now Brighton, for the first time ever, beating Arsenal in all competitions. Brighton beat Arsenal at the Emirates. Alright, it was an absolutely amazing performance. For the first half, Brighton wanted it more. They were moving the ball quicker, moving it with pace, fast tempo. Connolly running the channels, Mupé getting into positions. Moy, I think Aaron Moy, for me, was man of the match. I think he played amazing in that midfield. He held up the ball well. He made a few passes. Crossing was amazing as well. First goal from Brighton actually came from Webster. It was a little bit of a fumble in the box, but then Webster got a toe onto it and made it 1-0 to Brighton. Then Brighton conceded from, what was it, Lacazette header at the near post. They brought VAR to see if they could change it or anything like that, just to check if it was a handball, if it was a push, but there was nothing there. So it was 1-1. Arsenal started to get back into the game, and then I think 60th and 70th minute, tempo just dropped a bit from Arsenal. I don't know what happened, because in that second half they were on it. As soon as they brought on Pepe, they were on it. But then when they just dropped a bit, and then Brighton started getting into the game, and a cross from Moy went on to Mupé's header, and Mupé actually scored the goal from there, and Brighton won that game 2-1. And it was a shocking result from Arsenal. But anyway, fair play to Brighton for getting 3 points at the Emirates. Albion fans are buzzing. Wolves beating West Ham 2-0 at the Monolith Stadium. I think Wolves are going to find it quite tough against Brighton, but I feel as though they'll be able to shrug them off. They do have Raul Jimenez, Adama Traore, Diego Jota, João Moutinho. Let's just see how they play. I think they'll play quick counter-attacking football against Brighton. I don't know how Brighton will fare against Wolves, so we'll just have to wait and see. So for this one, I think Wolves will take it. So for this one, I'm going to say Brighton 2, Wolves 3. Now, another game on Monday at 8 o'clock, which is West Ham versus a struggling Arsenal, ladies and gentlemen. West Ham versus a struggling Arsenal. Now, let's look at West Ham. Where's West Ham? Oh yeah, they lost 2-0 against Wolves. Yeah, both teams are on shit form. West Ham, they're on terrible form, but also are in freaking worse form at the moment. They're in bloody relegation, but like, I don't even know what to say about Arsenal, to be honest with you. They're just utterly bollocks. Like even Freddie Ljungberg thinking, what the fuck can he do? They gotta bring in a manager ASAP, yo. They gotta bring in bloody Pochettino. They have to bring in bloody Rafa or someone like that. Yo, they gotta bring someone in, because this Arsenal team is looking like a fucking disgrace. I've never seen an Arsenal team drop so many points and not have a win in 2 months. That's embarrassing. Even under Arsene Wenger's reign, right? Right, they would get a win. They would always win at home, no matter what. Arsene Wenger's team will always win at home. So it's just worse. It's just gone worse. Ever since the sacked Emery, they're still losing, so it's just got worse. Arsenal need to fix up, man. Like, they really need to fix up. Personally, I just don't believe the players are good enough. I think the players are just shit. Everyone's with you. When I'm saying players, I'm just saying I believe it's defenders, midfield. I just believe it's a mentality thing. It's a mentality thing, because you can play shit football but still win. Like Liverpool, they can play a horrendous football but still win. Whereas with Arsenal, they can play decent football. They push. They're working, but they're not getting the results. They're conceding into shit goals. Like, what was it? Mupi's one. They're conceding into shit goals like Webster's goal. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, the way Arsenal are playing. They're fucking shambles. Let's just be honest with you. They're playing like absolute ass. And it's just peak. And don't be surprised in January if you see freaking Lacazette and Aubameyang leave that club. Because if I was them, I'd fucking leave ASAP. I'm not even thinking the piss. David Luiz isn't good enough. Socrates isn't good enough. Bellerin, he was alright, but really not good enough. Tierney, he was alright. Kolasinac, he was bombing forward, but yet again, it was just shit marking. Xhaka played alright. It's shit, man. Like, the defenders are just absolutely woeful. Arsenal just needs to fix up, and they need to just wipe out that whole back line and bring in some new defenders, because they still make the same mistakes. You need to bring in some new world-class players to this team. A manager needs to come in ASAP to save this fucking team. Bring in fucking Allardyce. Bring in someone. Bring in any manager. Because at this moment in time, right, Arsenal are playing like dog shit, and they're going to be in the relegation zone if they keep playing like this. This is exactly relegation form, and they are now 10th in the Premier League. They're 10th, ladies and gentlemen. Arsenal Football Club are 10th. Are you having a laugh? Fucking ridiculous. So you know what I'm going to predict this scoreline to be? I'm going to say West Ham 3, Arsenal 0, because Arsenal are playing away against West Ham, and if they can't even freaking get a win at home, then you know they're going to get clattered away. It's just as simple as that. West Ham will clot Arsenal 3-0. I never thought I'd freaking say that. Never thought I'd say that. I never thought I'd say West Ham would beat Arsenal 3-0 at the Olympic Stadium. You know, back in the day, I'd say 4-0 Arsenal. But it's gone past that shit now. It's gone past that. They won't even get a draw. They will lose 3-0 against West Ham. It's fucking disgraceful from Arsenal. Absolutely disgraceful. You players should be freaking ashamed of yourselves, man. Jesus. And that's the end of this video, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the like button. Click the subscribe button as well. Alright? I'll see you guys in a bit. And peace.